My name's Ellen from the Spellbound Bead Company, and I'm going to show you how to make these ruby red tassel earrings. Each earring has got 4 strands on it, and each strand represents a decade if it's your 40th anniversary. To make these earrings you're going to need 2 12mm red and gold flower discs, 8 small daggers, these are 11 by 3mm, 4 4mm gold sparkle beads, some seed beads in size 10. I've got some silverline red and some silverline topaz, dark topaz, and 2 4mm jump rings and a pair of fishhook ear wires. You're also going to need some needle and thread. In this case I'm just using a gold thread. So thread your needle. This is just a wingspan length of thread just to be working with, so it's not too long. Obviously I've got it doubled over for the minute. And the first thing we're going to do is about 10-15 centimetres from the end. I'm just going to tie my thread onto my jump ring, so just giving myself a nice long tail there, and then just tie myself a double knot. So your thread is now attached onto your jump ring, and then first thing I'm going to do is pick up one of my little gold beads, thread it through. Then I'm picking up my little flower bead and thread that one on. Then a second of my little gold beads, and thread that one on. So you can see you've got your gold beads sat either side of your flower. Then I'm going to start the sequence of my first tassel. So my first tassel is I'm going to pick up 3 little red seed beads. Then I'm going to pick up 1 topaz bead, 5 red ones, like so, and then 1 topaz. So I'm just going to thread those on so you can see how those sit underneath, and then I'm going to use one of my little dagger beads on the end of my tassel. So I'm literally going to pass through there, thread it on, and then I'm going to double my thread back up all the way through the seed beads that I've just threaded on. So skip the little dagger at the end, and then pass back up through the first seed bead, first topaz, and then all the way up through the other beads, and then through my gold bead at the top. Pull that up tight. You see I've got a little gap just gapping in between here, so if you hold on to your dagger on the end and just give it a little pull so that it sits up nice and close, and then I'm going to pass the needle back up through the flower bead and through the gold bead up to the top, and then pass it through the ring at the top, like so, and then back down through the gold bead, the flower bead and the gold bead, so the needle emerges at the bottom here. Back down through here, there, and there. Pull your thread through, make sure there's no loops. Then I'm going to put on my second tassel string. Now this one is slightly longer, so I'm going to start the same way as the last one. So I'm 3 red ones, 1 topaz, 5 red ones, and 1 topaz. I'm just going to thread those on so you can see that bit matches the first, and then I'm going to add on an extra few because I've been adding on another 3 red ones and a topaz, So you can see that this tassel strand is slightly longer than the last one. Then again, put my little dagger on the end, double my thread back round and go back up through the string of beads. Try not to split your thread if you can, because that will cause yourself some knots. So pull it tight. Again, I've got a bit of gapping going on, so just lay you down, hold on to the dagger on the end and just gently pull it up until it sits tight. Then again, I'm just going to pass my thread all the way back up to the top through the gold bead, flower bead and the top gold one. Then through the ring, and back down again. Make sure you keep your tail out of the way. Okay. And now for my third tassel. So same way again, I'm going to start with the similar pattern at the top. 3 red, 1 topaz, 5 red, 1 topaz, thread those on. Then I'm going to add another 3 red, same as the last one, another topaz, another 3 red, and final topaz on there. So again, you can see the next slightly longer than the last. Again, pick up your dagger, thread it through, and then back up that last string of beads that you threaded on. So tassel strand's getting a little bit longer now, so you might have to do it in two or three goes rather than all the way up. Like so. Make sure that your thread isn't looping around the tassel length whilst you're threading it on. And then again, you can see I've got a little bit of gapping, so once again just hold on to the last bead and give it a gentle pull so it sits up. And then once again, back up to the top. That one's not quite sitting straight yet, so I need to do it a little bit tighter. There we go. You find that the threads are starting to get a little bit tighter through your beads now. Pass through your ring and back down. Okay, you see I've accidentally come out through the top seed bead there, so reposition it so that it's not in the way. There we go. Pull my thread through. And now we're just going to thread on our final tassel. So again, starts the same way as the last ones. 3 red, 1 topaz, 5 red, 1 topaz. I'll thread those on. Then I'm going to thread on another 3 red, 1 topaz, and then 5 red, 5 red, and a final topaz one. It's only a tiny bit longer, this one. And then finish off my little dagger on the end, and then just pass your needle back up through the beads, like so. Make sure you don't skip any out whilst you're going back up through the length of seed beads. Okay, and then again, just take hold of your thread, take hold of the end, and just gently pull it so that all the beads are sitting snugly. You don't want it too tight, you want a little bit of drape going on with your tassels. Then finally we're going to pass your needle up through to the top like that. Make sure that there's nothing looping around any of your tassel lengths. Make sure it goes all the way up to the top. Like so, make sure it's got a nice drape to it. And then what I'm going to do is tie the two ends together. So you've got these, try my two lengths of thread together and around, not like that, through and around the ring at the top. So that your thread's tied off at the top there, and then I'm just going to pass my needle back down through these beads again and trim it off so that there isn't a little tail sticking out at the top. We're going to thread it through down to here, like so. And then just take your scissors and just trim that one off at the bottom, like so. And then we're going to take a needle and thread it back onto the end you tied at the beginning, like so. And then pass that one back down through the beads once more as well. Might find it a little bit more awkward because there's a bit of a knot sitting at the top there, but there we go, through until it comes out the bottom. And then trim this thread off too. There you've got your tassel earring, and then all remains. So simply take hold of your fishhook ear wire, and we're just going to twist it open, slide your jump ring on like so, and then twist it shut. And there's your earring.